Bender tried to steal a child's money, only to be beaten up by the kids and taken to court. His defense lawyer argued that robots lacked independent decision-making ability and free will, and won the case on those grounds. But Bender fell into despair, realizing he had no free will at all and was nothing more than a pile of data.
What's the point of living if I don't have free will? From now on, no matter what cool crimes I commit, people will say, Bender didn't do that. It was just Bender's programming.
During a delivery mission to the robot planet, Bender refused to return, wanting to stay in the robot world. There, he met a farmer robot. People might think robots only worked and had no freedom, but in reality, everything the farmer robot did was for his family. Bender accidentally wandered into a monastery, where the monks put him to work doing manual labor. As time passed, Bender's heart gradually calmed down, but later he heard about the whereabouts of Robot Mom. Allegedly, every robot had a special slot that could be used to activate free will. Unwilling to be ordinary, Bender decided to find Mom. In the darkness, Bender and his companions were stealing chips when they unexpectedly discovered a strange chair. To Bender's shock, Mom was there. Mom told him the thing they had been searching for didn't exist at all. It was just a lie made up by one of her researchers. That researcher had originally planned to rule the world with the chip, but claimed it still needed debugging before disappearing. Pretending to be disappointed, Bender immediately drew his gun on the professor, realizing he was the researcher in question. The professor reluctantly handed over the chip, but Bender couldn't pick it up. It turned out all robots had an unbreakable directive. They must never touch the chip. Bender threatened the professor into installing it for him, or he would destroy him. But the professor wasn't worried at all by programming. Robots could not harm their creators. Bender sank into total despair. Hubert couldn't bear to see him suffer and finally installed the chip for him. Once the chip was in place, Bender tried firing the gun to test the effect, but it wouldn't go off. The professor then realized Bender simply couldn't bear to hurt anyone, but the truth was, Bender had just forgotten to turn off the gun's safety. The injured professor sued Bender in court again. Now that Bender possessed free will, he was finally convicted. This time, he truly lost his freedom.